Hello everyone, Robert Rambles here, and welcome back to World of Warcraft Retail. This is the Dragonflight Prepatch Phase 1 and our Human Paladin leveling campaign. We are going to be doing some stuff in Stormwind today. Figured it wouldn't be bad to see a little bit of Stormwind in this playthrough. Sometimes I edit out all of the stuff that I do in town. You know, I do it off recording. But sometimes it's nice, I think, to be able to see the cities. It's always interesting to me how very little has changed. Even after the Cataclysm semi-revamp of Stormwind, it's basically just exactly the same. I wonder if maybe Orgrimmar actually went through more changes in the Cataclysm than Stormwind did.
You need something? Have a good one. See you around. See you later.
Alright, so this is just the breadcrumb to take us back to the Griffin Rider to fly back to Goldshire. First, we will go all the way back into the Dwarven District. Well that's, yeah, it's a breadcrumb that will eventually lead us into Loch Modan, I believe. Which, we're not going to go into Loch Modan right this second, but I do want to go to Loch Modan, so I do want to grab this. At least to get it into our quest log, that way we're thinking about it. I think I want to do like a side-by-side comparison soon between like classic and retail in some of these beginning zones. I feel like the lighting is very different. I feel like the lighting is very different in retail as compared to classic. And I don't think it's favorable. I think that the lighting in classic is better. Which is a little weird, but it is something I noticed in Elwyn Forest and now in Stormwind.
What can I do for you? Be good.
Alright, Stormpikes are a respected dwarven clan and are well known for their fine and discerning taste. So it's no wonder that Gringor Stormpike, a mountaineer of Ironforge, commissioned me to craft him a weapon. The weapon is finished, but Mountaineer Stormpike is far away in distant Loch Modan. If you plan on traveling to the north, can you deliver this package to him?
See you
Yes,
soon.
we will definitely do that at some point. I don't think I've been in Loch Modan since the Cataclysm, so I'm kind of curious to see if anything has changed there. Same thing with the wetlands. Don't remember ever really going through the wetlands after the Cataclysm happened. So I'm kind of curious to see that. You could say, well then Robert, why didn't you make a dwarf? The honest answer is that when I was playing the shaman, I kind of realized that I have trouble getting immersed into the dwarf. So, there's that. That was definitely something that I felt. I've had that happen with Draenei as well, I just can't get into being a Draenei. And it kind of felt the same way, to a slightly lesser extent with the dwarf. Oops. Oh yeah, he's up in the flight tower. We're actually really close to getting our mount. It might have been a smart idea for me to do a little bit more questing out in Elwyn and then hit level 10 and then do all the city running around. Could have been smarter. Definitely would have made this part a little bit quicker. Not that the flight from here to Goldshire is far at all. Probably going to be like 30 seconds if that.
What can I do for you, for the Alliance? Go with honor, friend. Light bless you. Light be with you. Be careful.
Alright, and back we go. So after this, we could just fly back out to the logging camp. So maybe we'll do that. We have to get bundles of wood. We have the Murloc Finn quest. We have to investigate the Jasperlode mine. And we're looking for bears and prowlers. Prowlers or forest wolf. So that's allowing for quite a bit of leeway there that I don't think was present originally. Okay, so we have the turn-in somewhere.
Can I help you? Be careful. See you later. For the Alliance.
Okay, yep, let's just jump on a flight and we will fly out there. It's kind of weird being able to do that.
Do you need something? Have a good one.
But we can, so we'll take advantage of it. A few of you guys pointed out to me that until the 15th, to level from 50 to 60, you still have to do Shadowlands stuff. And that's fine. I think that what we'll do is, you know, the way timing will work out, we'll probably be getting to level 50 right around the 15th anyway. But if we hit level 50 before that, we'll just hold off a couple days to finish the last 10 levels. I'm assuming that with all the changes to experience gains, those last 10 levels are not going to take us very long, so we will just hold it off. If we do, if the way timing works out, if we do hit 50 before the 15th, I think it'll work out pretty smoothly, actually, but we'll see. We'll see how the next 30 or so levels feel. Alright, so bundles of wood, wolves, murlocs, Jasperlode mine. That is kind of our order of operations here. Yeah, the lighting just seems... it seems weird, it seems off. And I've been through all my settings to make sure that it's not something that I have set incorrectly. These could be better. Oh, look at that. View distance. Environmental detail. Ground clutter, I don't I don't think the ground clutter adds a lot to the game. But that's just me. I don't like ray trace shadows. I don't think they help. Whoops. There we go. I don't think they help anything, but it's very computer intensive. So until they make those actually do something interesting and like look better, I'm gonna leave them off. Yeah, I think that's like everything. So we had some view distance, some environmental detail that we could turn up. It's not gonna do much for the lighting, but it is what it is. You guys let me know if maybe it's just a little bit too dark and maybe the gamma needs to come up with just a little bit. We'll leave it right here for now, and you guys can let me know. Okay, we've pulled quite a few. We do have Word of Glory now if we need a free heal, if we have 3 Holy Power. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Oh, that heals for quite a bit. I like the loot windows, how like it's very subtle, but if you loot multiple things, they kind of slide from the left to the right as they go into your bags. And I think that's really cool. They've added a lot of neat little small touches with the new UI that really make it seem modern. You see what I mean there? Very cool, very slick design. We need to find one of this guard first. Yeah, I think we have to find them in a specific order. So let's head over this way. Somebody asked me in a comment how playing the Paladin in retail felt as compared to playing the Paladin in Classic, which we've done very recently. And the answer is, even if we're looking at the same level range, I don't really think it's fair to compare the two just because they're totally different games that you're playing. Obviously, like, the low-level Paladin in retail is A, flashier, right? B, you have more buttons to press right off the bat, obviously. Like, level 9 or 10 in Classic, and you are probably working with like 2 or 3 abilities. Mainly you're auto-attacking and judging on cooldown. And that's basically it. So, but then again, the combat in Classic is more tactical. You have to think about your pulls. You would never really just run in and do something like this at a low level. Run in and just pull 2 mobs without planning, you'd have to make sure your buffs were up. We would have a seal that we have to keep up on ourselves. And we'd have all these other considerations with slightly slower paced but higher stakes combat. So I don't really think you can compare the two. It's just different games at this point. They're both fun. The Paladin, leveling a Paladin here in retail seems very, very enjoyable. Although much has been stripped from the corpse, strewn nearby is a medallion with the words Footman Malachi Stone etched upon it. Upon further searching the area, you find webbed footprints leading east along the shore of Stonecarn Lake. In the distance to the east, you can just barely see a Murloc village. Do we want to go do the Jasperlode mine while we're over here? And we can also look for bears and wolves. Let's do that. Alright, we'll just stand here and we will pull everything to us. We are done with the Grey Wolves. But they can't get enough of us. Oops. Okay, so now we need bears, and they seem to be a little bit more scarce than the wolves. Here we go. I'm going to turn the music up a little bit. I feel like the music is rather low. You guys let me know if that's too loud and we can get it dialed back, but I do want it to be kind of in the forefront. I know like the Stormwind music can get really, really overpowering, but everywhere else in the game the music is often much more subtle. Kind of want to get some more bear, I just don't know how many there are going to be in this little area. Here's one ahead of us. Well, we dinged from discovering the Tower of Azora. And we can now learn to ride. And we can do that right at the Eastvale logging camp, which is literally perfect. We also learned Sense Undead, which we can just toss in the bin for now. And Divine Shield grants immunity to all damage and harmful effects for 8 seconds. Causes forbearance for 30 seconds, which means we can't, like, have multiple effects that cause forbearance within 30 second window. Yeah, we'll try to use that. I mean, it's a 5-minute cooldown. And we haven't really run into much that's put us in threat of our lives. Oh, okay, here we go. I was gonna say, what I'm wondering is, when do we get into talents? So, well, let's deal with our buddy here. And then we'll have a closer look. Okay, so it breaks it out. Really cool new artwork. I like all of these a lot. Let's read the descriptions. Let's deal with this wolf. Maybe we should get somewhere a little bit safer and have a look at it. Because yeah, if we stay out here, we're bound to fight every wolf in the place. What we'll do is we'll read it once we head back towards the logging camp. But I'm curious to see how they describe the different specs. Assuming that it's new language that they've written for these. Which it may not be. It may just be the old descriptions they've had. Alright, so let's have a look. I've activated Retribution. A righteous crusader who judges and punishes opponents with weapons and holy magic. Preferred weapon, two-handed sword, mace, axe, primary stat, strength. We have Templar's Verdict and Wake of Ashes as the example abilities. Protection, uses holy magic to shield himself and defend allies from attackers. Preferred weapon, sword, mace, axe, and shield. Primary stat is strength. Sample abilities are Avenger's Shield and Ardent Defender. And then Holy. Invokes the power of the light to heal and protect allies and vanquish evil from the darkest corners of the world. Preferred weapon, sword, mace, and shield. Primary stat, intellect. Holy Shock and Beacon of Light. So yeah, for talents, we started with 1 Paladin point. We don't have any Retribution points yet, and I spent that on Lay on Hands. So that's going to be our 100% heal on a 10-minute cooldown. After this, we could go into Auras of Resolute, which will get us access to the Devotion Aura, and Concentration Aura. So, Devotion Aura is going to bolster their devotion, reducing damage taken by 3%. So yeah, we probably want that next. Over here, we by default already have Hammer of Wrath, which is our Execute. And it generates 1 holy power, so when 20% health is left on the enemy, we can use this. And we have Auras of Swift Vengeance, Retribution Aura. When any party or raid member within 40 yards dies, you gain Avenging Wrath. When they take more than 50% of their health in damage, you gain Seraphim. This cannot occur more than once every 20 seconds, and then Crusader Aura is the increased mount speed. So yeah, that is what we are working with. You can like click out of these at any time, anywhere you want. but you can't obviously apply changes in combat. There's our execute. So yeah, it's very cool. It's going to be interesting to see where this goes. I don't think I'll take Fist of Justice. But then again, Judgment causes the target to take 20% increased damage from your next holy power. I want this, so maybe I have to. There will probably be things that we have to go into to get things that we need. But yeah, you can click in or out of it. Apply changes. Change it whenever you want. I really like all the artwork and all the graphics. Like that effect right there, I think is really cool. They've done a lot of like really good art and really good animations and design in the new UI elements that just make it seem really special. It really feels like people who love the game made these things, and it's really, really nice to see. So yeah, that's what we're doing. We're going to go Retribution. I think we got our spells out, but let's double check. We can do Retribution Aura. Templar's Verdict. We do need this out. What do we want to move around? This requires a two-handed melee weapon. So this is going to be like an either-or between Shield of Righteous or Templar's Verdict. It also requires 3 holy power. So yeah, we want to get a two-hander now. That's kind of where we've gone slightly wrong here. And then our mastery increases holy damage done by 12.8%. Okay. There we go. That's our recap of our talent situation currently. And now we just really need a two... Oh, here we go. We do have a two-hander. It's not as good as the sword and shield that we had. But maybe we give it a go. I like that it's literally a wooden practice sword. That's very appropriate right now. Very cool. Oh, that looks really cool. We get wings for a second while that goes off. Nice. There we go, that's as far as we need to come in to complete the quest. We are just pulling the entire place though, aren't we? Let's see if we can find one more forest bear, and then we will head back over to the west, back to the lumber camp. We do need to find bundles of wood. I didn't see any when we were over there, but I obviously was not looking very closely, was I? Let's come down here first and we'll turn into Guard Thomas.
Well met. For the Alliance.
Thanks for the help. Something in the forest must be making these animals so bold. Whatever it is, I hope it stays there.
Light bless you.
We did get a chest piece. Very nice. Okay. Now we're gonna go back up here for the wood. Let's go turn in our Learn to Ride quest first. Then we can get wood and murloc fins. We should probably hit this vendor too and empty out our inventory. Oh, it's a person with a mount. I will still avail myself.
Many wares. Farewell, friend of the Grummles.
Need help? Be careful. Greetings. Go with honor, friend.
Okay, so we have the training. Should just be able to ride any mount I have now, right? Let's just do something like super basic. I wish I just had like an updated horse. Just a better looking horse. A mountain horse isn't bad. Alright, let's go with that. Alright, so we're looking for wood on the ground. Here it is. Pretty obvious. There's still something very relaxing and enjoyable about doing the questing in Elwyn Forest. Even in retail, even to this day. Something relaxing and enjoyable and immersive that honestly leveling in other expansions, like leveling in Battle for Azeroth and Warlords of Draenor and obviously Shadowlands, you don't get to ever feel that way. Really. At least, I've never felt that way. I think Cataclysm might have been the last time that I just kind of felt like you could get into the zones and just be in the zones and get immersed, and there didn't have to be this like super tight beat by beat A-plot happening. And an A-plot that was never really ever what it could have been. right? If we look at like A plot beats from games like Final Fantasy XIV. Yeah, but I really hope that something in Dragonflight harkens back to kind of the feeling you get when you're just leveling in these old zones or leveling in Classic, and you just kind of feel like a person in the world, and you feel like you're a part of the world, the things you're doing are small parts of the world. We'll see. I'm hopeful, but we'll see. You find around the neck of the corpse a metal medallion inscribed with the words Footman Rolf Hartford. Now that you have both medallions, deliver them to guard Thomas at the bridge. Okay, we still need a few Murloc fins. Let's get those before we take off. Whoops. It's not what I wanted to do. Or where I wanted to do it. I'm gonna pop our Divine Protection here for a minute. Stop this guy from drinking a potion. Alright, there we go. Back to finding bundles of wood. We're in combat with somebody. Might as well grab this guy too. Whoops. For some reason, you know, I think I must have judgment bound to my F1 key on our classic Paladin, because I keep hitting the F1 key thinking that my judgment's gonna fire off. Do I need to change that? Maybe I do. I'll try to rewire my brain so that it does what I want. How about that? Alright, now we just have stuff to turn in, it looks like. Oh, we do have the Winds of Wisdom buff. Maybe we didn't get this till level 10. Because I definitely didn't notice it before, but maybe we only get it at level 10.
Well met.
I wasn't sure. And then it disappeared. What happened there?
Farewell.
Oh, that's immersion. Oh, yeah, you know...
King's honor.
Guys, you're probably wondering, like, what happened to the quest boxes. This add-on's called Immersion, and I use it in, like, all of my playthroughs. Just happened to start episode 1 without it updated, so I didn't have it enabled. But yeah, you guys can see by now what it does.
Go with honor, friend.
Okay, so that's done. And you know, eventually here, I will start using the mount. It's obviously a little weird for me, like a big classic player, to have a mount at this level. But, yeah. We will use the mount.
King's honor, friend. Be careful. Light bless you. For the Alliance. Go with honor, friend. the Alliance. Need help? Go with honor, friend.
Let's see here. We can get a two-handed sword with 5 strength. Yeah, that's going to be a huge upgrade for us. So 4 to 8 damage over the 1 to 3 we currently have. 1.7 DPS as opposed to 0.6 DPS.
Light bless you.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off the extra fade on immersion. Okay. We do have a little quest we can turn in for a piece of gear over here. And then I think we'll be able to hearth back to Goldshire.
Light be with you. Be careful.
Get a piece of wrist armor,
Light bless you.
which we could definitely use. Let's equip the sword. Let's equip the bracers. Look at that. We went from a little practice sword to an honest-to-goodness sword of some kind. Still looks fairly basic, which is fitting. Let's go ahead and use our Hearthstone. Obviously, we could fly over. I mean, it's going to be just a matter of seconds difference.
Light be with you. Be careful.
The garrison on our western border sends word of increasing gnoll and thief activity. They're requesting we send more Stormwind soldiers, but we just don't have any to spare. If you can help, we could use it. Go and speak with Deputy Rayner at the Westbrook garrison and see what he needs done.
Light bless you.
We will be doing that.
For the Alliance.
Turn in the Jasperlode mine quest. And yeah, so we could come down here. We could visit with Mabel. We might as well run down. We do have a mount now, so it's a pretty quick run. We'll see what's going on down here. Looks like we are either setting up or taking down the Darkmoon Fair. Looks like we're setting up. I don't know where they hid the calendar. Oh, there we go. Show the calendar. Darkmoon Fair. WoW's 18th anniversary. Yikes. Getting old. Darkmoon Fair opens for business on Sunday. It's really cool to see them, see the NPCs like putting it up in the days ahead of time. Obviously hearkening from a time when we didn't have a calendar in the game to tell us these things. Be useful to see the NPCs setting it up in the world before it actually goes live.
Hey there. See you later.
Give Mabel's love letter to
Have a
Tommy.
good
Okay,
one.
it's free experience. We might as well help them out. I do think that after we finish in Elwyn, I'm going to take us right over to Lochmodan. I've done Westfall on retail at least once. We did it on our Human Warrior. So I don't really want to see that again right now.
Good day to you. See you later. See you around. Safe travels.
Go talk to the grandma. And then I think she sends us back to town, actually. To talk to somebody there.
You need something? Safe travels.
Yeah, William Pestle.
Light bless you.
He has a potion he can make. But if I remember correctly, we are going to have to help him get the reagents for said potion. we do have, at level 11, we got our retribution points, so let's take Blade of Justice. Pierces an enemy with a Blade of Light, dealing 82 physical damage, generates 1 holy power, and it's on a 12-second cooldown. I love that we get to see that graphic every time we apply a change. Very nice. Okay, so where do I want this? Something like that. We'll play with that for now. See if that works.
How are you? See you around. Have a good one.
He wants us to bring him 4 crystal kelp fronds.
See you
I think
later.
we can get these from the lake nearby, maybe even from the murlocs in the nearby lake. And we did hit level 12, which means we get another talent point to spend. Isn't it cool being able to come in here and spend a point every time we level? It gives you something to break up the levels so that you actually notice that you're leveling up. I found that, like, without this, especially in retail with experience buffs and stuff, you level so fast that a lot of times you don't even notice that you're leveling. It's really strange, and that's not how an MMO should be. I think we take this for Devotion Aura. But I do want to get down to Greater Judgment. I'm gonna go here for now. To see if we can get down to Greater Judgment. Whoa. That's not gonna work. Okay, seems to have resolved itself. I'm only using, the only add-on I'm using is Immersion. And I just updated it. Alright, we are actually done.
Hello. Safe travels. See you later.
Alright, he's gonna make the invisibility potion.
What can I do for you?
This quest is about how we help people have premarital sex. That's what this one's all about. So does their grandma and the old guy at the inn.
Good day to you. Safe travels. See you around.
And she's gone. It actually didn't make her invisible, it disintegrated her at a molecular level. So yeah, she is technically invisible, but only because she's been turned into a pile of subatomic particles. Didn't quite work as he was expecting it to. There is a wanted poster here on at the road. This is probably going to be for Hogger. It is. We can get some good pants for this.
King's honor, friend.
Marshal Dugan sent you, huh? Well, you're not from the army, but if Dugan sent you, then that's good enough for me. Our situation is, to say the least, a stressed one. I hope you can give us a hand.
Go with honor, friend.
Gnolls, brutish creatures with no decent business in these lands, have been seen along the borders of Elwyn Forest. A large pack of them, many more than we can handle alone, have infested the woods south of the guard tower. Another group has infested the areas near Stone Carn Lake to the east. The Stormwind army will commend whomever helps kill them. Bring me their painted Gnoll armbands as proof of your deed.
Be careful.
That's right, you can find these guys out here. And I don't think I've ever fought them out there, but it's pretty interesting. Surprisingly, there's not a flight point here, but just down the road there is a flight point. So I guess that would get you pretty close. Alright, we're fighting Gnolls for their painted armbands. Yikes, that was a quick kill. Warrior decked out in full heirlooms. Alright, it's as simple as that. Let's come over here. Well, Hogger has just been apprehended. We're actually gonna have to hang on a second. Got the Furbrow deed. And they're gone. So, in that case, we are just kind of waiting for a respawn. In the meantime, just take out any null scum in the vicinity. But it does look like that warrior has made short work of everybody hereabouts. Both of the camps are emptied. Got some stragglers off in the hills though. Oh no, we're not gonna make it. We're not gonna make it. Oh, guys. We didn't make it. Well, shit. Okay. I mean, what else can we do really besides wait? I guess I can't really go far. Because he's gonna respawn pretty quickly. We're not gonna have a lot of time to tag him. We do have a talent point to spend. Yeah, we have to get Divine Storm, right? Art of War, your auto attacks have a 12% chance to reset the cooldown on your blade. This is not an either or situation, right? I can get both of these at some point, maybe? We can reset it if not. We're gonna go here right now for Divine Storm, which is like yet another button. So that's the other big difference playing a Paladin from here to Classic, is that you have to hit a lot more buttons. We're already getting to a point where, like, I have used all the keybinds that I really would like to use. But yeah, I don't know how many more active abilities we're actually going to get. We don't have Wake of Ashes yet, so we're going to get that at some point. But yeah, we just have a lot more abilities to work with. And you get them all pretty much right away. There we go. Yeah, waiting around was the right thing to do. Let's see if anybody else needs him. I'm not going to rush to burn him down here. See if anybody else needs to tag on him. There we go. Just waiting for us to give us the ping. Oh, they've already given it to us. Okay, well, you don't even have to watch the event play out apparently. Just have to head back and turn it in.
Greetings. Light bless you. Be careful.
Alright, we got some boots from that one. Let's get those equipped. Okay, so what we're going to do next is we're going to head over here and turn in our 2 breadcrumbs, but we're not going to take any subsequent follow-ups in Westfall. We're going to grab the flight point. Yeah, there is a flight point here, right? Or am I imagining things? Let's go see. Yeah, I might be imagining things.
What can I do for you? Go with honor, friend, for the Alliance. Be careful. Go with honor, friend, for the Alliance.
Okay, so the breadcrumbs are turned in. Okay, so the flight point's actually going to be over here. Oh, I guess what the icon I'm seeing here is not a flight point, it's the pet battle trainer. But let's come over to get the flight point, and then we're going to take that back to Stormwind. And we're actually going to head over into Loch Modan. We'll catch the tram over to Ironforge. And we'll run it. I think that's probably the easiest way for us to get there. Unless something like drastic has changed that I don't know about. Either way, this is a way that we can get there. Oh, we do need to turn Hogger and back in Goldshire. Okay. That would be... yeah, that would be good. That would be good. Let's actually go do that before we do anything else.
Well met. Light bless you.
Alright, let's turn in Hogger's, well, I guess news of his incarceration. We're not even turning in his head. He did what? Great, now we have a bloodthirsty beast right beneath the streets of Stormwind with a whole army of gnolls at his command. Definitely an improvement, I feel safer already.
For the Alliance.
It's very cynical about putting him in jail instead of killing him. Ooh, that upgraded to a blue. Very cool. Alright, excellent. Now we can head back to Stormwind and on into the Dwarven lands.
Hey there. See you around.
Very close to hitting level 14. It is kind of weird to be taking the tram in retail. I don't know how else I would get there. Maybe we would just have the flight point to Ironforge, but I doubt it. Are we going to make this one? I don't think so. It's going to be close. Oof. We barely made it. That was lucky. The quest is kind of guiding us, like, step by step to get to Ironforge. Yeah. Okay, so we are also going to grab the flight point here as we head out. We'll probably hit level 14 by discovering stuff.
You got my attention. Off with you. No.
Yeah, see, now we have the connecting flight. Fly down if we want.
Keep your feet on the ground.
Okay, off we go. And there we go, there's level 14. Probably wait a second to check out our talent points till we're down the slope and on the road. Oh, we have to go 2 points here before we get down into the next tier. We might actually have to spend more than that. Yeah, it's a threshold, right? Yeah, I wonder if now we can get down to this. Spend 5 more points to unlock. Okay, so we can't get down here until we spent 5 more points. But we might be able to get here. And then we'll have to spend points elsewhere to get down into the next tier. Okay. let's grab the flight point here, in case we need it for some kind of connector. Some very nice music here. Alright, now I'm pretty sure, unless a lot has changed, there are maybe some quests to pick up over here. But the closer we get... oh, there we go. There's somebody here. Not the same people we knew from Classic, but maybe just one guy. There used to be somebody out here on the road. Now they're all inside.
What's on your mind?
We need to protect the lock. Yeah, in defense of the King's lands, kill 12 stone splitter trogs or scouts.
Safe travels, well met.
And the trog threat. Paladin, you may not be aware of the trog threat looming over the Dwarven lands. With the Ironforge Reserve called up to the Alliance front, we're left with a fraction of the defense forces needed to keep these lands safe. My regiment is assigned to watch over the tower here, and we cannot leave our post for fear of invasion. But we need some pressure put on those damn trogs lurking in the hills. If you're up to the task, wage an assault on the trogs and bring me back 8 trog stone teeth as proof.
Be good.
Alright, so we are going to do that stuff, but we're going to head... We're going to get to Karanos first. We're going to get into town. Because there are going to be some quests there as well. I don't know that any of them are going to overlap. But I do want to get us to town, set our Hearthstone, and take care of that stuff before we do anything here. It looks like the Hunter Lodge here got a flight point. That's incredibly useful. Alright, let's grab our flight point. And guys, I think this is probably going to be a good time to take a little bit of a break. This episode might have went on a little bit long. But I'm actually having a lot of fun on the Paladin. Doing these old leveling zones is really my favorite thing to do in retail. Like I kind of explained, I don't really get as immersed or as into any of like the story-heavy campaign-driven expansions. Basically, Warlords and On are all very similar in how they execute their campaign. And I just don't get as into it for some reason. I really like just playing in the old world. I like the vibe of the zones. I like the feeling of just being a character in the world, doing stuff for people in that world, and not on some like very directed mission to stop the big evil kind of deal. So I hope you guys are enjoying it as well. Let me know what you do think. I would love to hear from you. And until next time, take care of yourselves out there and take care of each other. And we will see you back here again sometime very soon. Bye for now.